There was one more question I wanted to ask. Like in many interviews, when we like did society interviews, or we might we go for internships or job interviews, they ask for your strengths. That I understand. They ask for your weakness as well. And at that point, I get confused. That what do I mention? That what's my weakness, and that might score me a negative point. Like how to deal with this question? This annoys me.
This is a very tricky question, and most of the times, so if I don't know, okay, fine. So other normal circumstances as a interviewer, I would tell you to be honest, but what you should try to do is find out your weakness and tell it in a way that it could become a strength. So it's like playing with the words, I would say.
Yes.
So, like if you say that I'm an introvert, right? That could be a weakness, but then you can say, I like focusing on my work rather than talking to people. So that is your weakness also. You say, or you can say, my weakness is I don't talk a lot and I like focusing on the task at hand. So make it a positive weakness rather than a weakness. Another big weakness could be you can't say no. So that is a weakness, definitely. Most of the times that is a problem, but then it is a positive thing as well because you are always trying to help others. So make it more
like mentioning a weakness and then backing it with something positive.
Yeah, make it politically correct, diplomatic.
Yeah, diplomatic way. Yeah, that can be done. That's great.
Hello, ma'am. Adding to what Khushi said, there are also some questions like, in interviews that why should we reject you? So how to answer such type of question? Like interviewers, they do ask that why should we reject you? And I think such type of questions, I don't get an answer to it. So how to deal with such type of questions?
I haven't encountered it yet, but anyways, you can tell them, don't reject me in that case, or maybe I'm too good for you.
I myself faced this question when I was like interviewing for a cell in my college, and they were like, why should we reject you? And I just answered that if my abilities and personality don't seem fit as to what you're looking for, then you may reject me. This is what I answered.
If I would have been at that place, I would have said, you should not be rejecting.
Exactly what I said.
I would say, why should you be rejecting me? That's a wrong question. Because
so we can pose as a confident person in this regard.
Exactly, that is a way of checking your confidence level.
Yeah, but what I answered to them in that at that time was that maybe something better is waiting for me. That's why maybe you should reject me.
Yeah,
maybe something more bigger and better. Yeah.
That would seem like it's the organization's loss.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
I mean, this is a question to check your confidence.
I would have said that you might have loved the color of my shirt.
That is a witty answer.
I had one more question.
Yeah.
For instance, I've been a part of some GDs, and as a participant, I have spoken well, and I've enjoyed GDs overall. But let's say I am a person who's judging people based on GDs. So what do I look for?
That you have to tell me. What do you look for in a GD?
When I go with the mindset of a participant, I just focus on speaking quality content.
Right.
That's it.
So that is exactly what you look for when participating, when judging also. And also, I think apart from speaking, you would also see how much... So when you are talking about a GD, you have to ensure that everybody gets a chance. So there would be people who would be interfering every now and then, and that is not the kind of personality anybody would want in your own organization or company. You would want people to give equal chance to everybody. So for me, that will be a big turn off if somebody would keep distracting.
Yeah.
Number one, it has to be context based. It cannot be while we're talking about something like international relations, and the other person is talking about something else. So number one is content, definitely, and second is how you conduct yourself in a GD.
As we even discussed in the beginning of the session, that a good listener is also a good communicator. So you have to be a good listener to work in a team. A teamwork is required in an organization, and you have to let the others speak and listen to them.
Exactly. And plus, you don't have to shout in the GD.
Yeah.
I mean, just to
Exactly.
make your point heard, you can't be shouting all the time. It has to be a very decent conversation between adults. So when we are talking about GD, it is not that kids are fighting. It has to be a rational discussion.
Yeah, exactly.